Kemi Badenoch, the government's one-in, one-out migrant return scheme with France comes into force today. Do you welcome it?
This is not going to make any difference whatsoever. 50 at best migrants being swapped with France is not going to stop the boats. The thing that would stop the boats was a deterrent. The Rwanda plan, which we had, processing people in a third country, and if they got asylum, keeping them there, is what would have stopped people trying to come to the UK to claim benefits. There are many people who are claiming asylum who are not asylum seekers, and we need to make sure that those who arrive illegally are deported.
This one-in, one-out scheme is only a pilot at this stage. What if it was scaled up? Would you support it then?
Well, one in, one out does not reduce the numbers, and it does not reduce the pull factor. Lots of people still want to come to the UK. What we need is something that actually stops the boats. So if this scheme stopped the boats, of course we would welcome it, but I have no faith whatsoever that it's actually going to. I think it's a lot of big talk. Labour said they were going to smash the gangs. They've done absolutely nothing. They've got no plans. They're now begging France to do a swap. That's not going to solve this problem.
Yvette Cooper says all you're doing is shouting at the sea and you have no plans to tackle the problem. How do you respond to that?
We did have a plan. We had the Rwanda plan. It was ready to go. Last summer, Labour came in and scrapped it because they just thought that Labour coming in alone would fix the problem. They had empty rhetoric about smashing the gangs. They've completely stopped talking about that. They're the ones in charge of the country. She needs to fix the problem and stop blaming everybody else.
Now, separately, the Home Secretary said this morning that guidance needs to change to the police about the release of the ethnicity of suspects. Do you agree?
We need full transparency. We should know the ethnicity and the nationality of suspects, of perpetrators, of victims. There shouldn't be anything to hide. People will start losing faith in the justice system, in the police, if they feel that things are being hidden. So I would like to see full transparency as much as possible.
So you welcome what the government are doing on this?
Well, I welcome it, but they should have done it a while ago. We did quite a lot in terms of releasing the data and requesting data on who was committing crimes, making sure that the ethnicity classifications were even being recorded, if not released. So if they're going further on that, I welcome that. But at the moment, the police and the Home Secretary, I think, are saying two completely different things. What I'd like to see is them saying the same thing. Right now, I'm not convinced that we're actually going to see that transparency.
And separately again, the government have refused to confirm if Palestine will be recognised as a state if Hamas were still in power. What's your position on that?
Keir Starmer has made a mistake. What we need to focus on now is a ceasefire and getting the hostages home. We've been seeing images of a hostage who looks like he's being starved to death, forced to dig his own grave. This is what Hamas is about. Now is not the time to reward them for their atrocities and for the massacre they committed on October 7th by giving them statehood recognition. We want to see a two-state solution after a peace settlement done in the right way at the right time. It is not the right thing to do now. And I'm not surprised that British hostages like Emily Damari have condemned the government for the approach they've taken.
So forgive me, you're saying that you wouldn't, in the government's position, you wouldn't recognise Palestine as a state if Hamas was still in power?
Absolutely not, no. Hamas is a terrorist organisation. We should not be creating a new terrorist state. This is basic stuff. And I don't understand why Keir Starmer doesn't understand that.
Thank you for your time.
Well, were you going to help me out of the car?
I was going to talk you around the combine. I don't know.
Yes, I am very keen to find out more and more about what this year has been like and how we're actually going to read about it.
He's going to come, sorry, he's going to come down here, so we're going to run down that way.
Holly will have a load anyway.
These are our people.
Just mind your back.
This is Anna, and she's in charge of Adventure UK.
This is your tractor.
Yes, yeah. It's lovely.
What did it look like before?
A rust bucket.
Yeah.
So literally, there was little bits of metal on it, but not a lot. So a lot of it we had to buy. The bonnet's original, we kept that. But yes, a lot of time and effort to like get it looking like that again. And like I've been so fortunate, like Agriline, like one of the tractor people, they literally helped get on parts that I couldn't find. And yeah, so it's.
So you did this all yourself?
Yeah, and my partner, man on. So yeah. Yeah, so between me, him, and then his granddad.
Where do you find the time? You're farmers. There's never any spare time.
No,
and you're not using this for work, I guess.
No, I do keep joking I'm going to drive it to my work. So I work at a vet's as well, so it's literally between. I just don't like having a day off.
So tell me about Dementia UK and what you do. Do you volunteering for that?
Yeah, so
and how did you get in?
literally, I used to work in a care home during COVID when we had all COVID. So I did advanced dementia and end of life care, literally seeing how dementia affects families. And then when I was younger, my granddad passed away from it. So of course, when you're little, you're like, why is granddad forgetting? And then.
James.
Wonderful to see that. And just worth remembering that you don't just jump on your steam engine and drive off. That was lit probably 3 hours ago to get it up to steam. So if you were working with a gang of men on fire.
Chris,
So
just time-wise, we're going to keep going.
There you go down there. The David Brown 990, and the word selectomatic, well, that refers to the hydraulic linkage, which is very sensitive, very successful little tractor there. Our junior section this morning, we are so proud to have all sorts of juniors here driving these tractors. This is something of an innovation, and we've managed to convince the insurance company to allow this to take place because they're basically driving around the ring as opposed to driving through the general public. So that's a great innovation and a wonderful thing, encouraging young people into our hobby. The Bamlet mower that you're seeing here with the yellow wheels will be around about 1910, 1915, and you had a man sitting on there and he was responsible for